right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome back to our second half of the day series seminar. So, to those who just came in, welcome to MTE 2025. I know there's a lot of interesting booth happening, but now we're going to kickstart the next session that is titled How to Choose the Right Transportation Mode, which address a fundamental yet often complex decision in logistics and selecting the most suitable transport method based on cargo type, trade lane, urgency, and of course, the most important thing that a lot of people ask, which is cost. So the next up, we are pleased to welcome Mr. H.K. Koay, Sales Lead at GNF Freight and Logistics, as our speaker. With years of experience in freight strategy and client advisory, Mr. Koay has helped business across sector optimize their supply chain's performance through tailored transport solutions and outsourcing model. So especially in today's session, he will share how choosing the right mode, be it air, sea, road, or multimodal, can improve planning effectiveness that can reduce costs and streamline operation. He also will highlight how GNF's integrated approach enable businesses to focus on growth while logistics are handled with precision and care. So please join me to welcome Mr. H.K. Koay to the stage. The stage is all yours. Thank you. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you, MC. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm HK from GNF Freight and Logistics. So, before I start my sharing, I would like to ask a simple question. Have you ever experienced a shipment delay in your business? Okay, I saw the answer. Yes? Okay. So, believe or not, a shipment delay can cause you a headache and heart attack, and also maybe your losses in your business, okay? So, today I will share with you the right transport mode, okay? And the right transport mode in the right timing that can cause you save your costs and keep your customers smiling, and also avoid any others like sleepless night, okay? So, moving forward to the next slide. Okay, so this is our company milestone and the story who we are today, okay? So, GNF actually established in year 2020, October, right in the middle of COVID, okay? So, we established, okay, we initially operated from a 750 square feet Soho office in Petaling Jaya, okay, in the COVID time. So I believe that everyone will try to survive during that time. But we make a brave decision. We start our logistic journey during that COVID period. Okay, so we're managing B2B, business to business, and business to customer shipments from China initially in the year of 2020. Okay. So we grew into a 3-story office then and a 20,000 square feet warehouse located in Subang Jaya in Selangor in the year of 2022. Okay, we serve over 3,000 clients through air and sea freight, transshipment project cargo, break bulk, and charter flights. Okay, we also have distribution centers in Malaysia and China, supported by 11 lorries, 10 prime movers, and over 60 dedicated personnel in 2025. Okay? Not only that, we have our branch and warehouse in China to strengthen our operations. So basically, our main line will be China to Malaysia. Okay? So, I would like to share with you a bit for the industry insights. Okay, so let me start with some compelling statistics that highlight why this topic matters. Okay, the size of Malaysia's logistic market in 2024. So this is based on the Market and Tell research in 2024. So our logistic in Malaysia size is around USD 28.88 billion, okay? So you have a rough figure that the logistic industry how big is it, the market size, and the turnover. Okay, so the estimated daily losses from diesel leaks in Malaysia's transport sector. Okay, this study is from the Model Intelligence in 2022. Okay, so this is the hidden cost that we can't foresee. We can't see it, we can't know it, okay, in our daily life. So you can see like 4.5 million daily, okay, losses from diesel leaks in Malaysian transport sector. So maybe this is not, maybe you will say that it's not related to my business or it's not related to me. But you can think 4.5 million daily of the losses is bring how many, how big impact to our business, okay? 75% percentage of ocean cargo losses caused by damage. This is based on the Allianz Insurance studies, okay? So 75% of the cargo owner claim the insurance for their cargo losses caused by the damage, okay? So the fourth one, container loss rate at sea, 0.0002%. So this is quite a minimal impact. So moving forward to the next one, 661 containers lost overboard globally in 2022. This is based on the World Shipping Council, okay? So you can see all of this industry inside logistic, okay? I can see a lot of logistic market players here. So we can see that this kind of hidden losses, or they aren't just the numbers, okay? To us, they aren't just the numbers, okay? They represent real impact, okay, on your cash flow, customer satisfaction, and also competitive advantage, okay? So customer will ask, what is your unique selling point? Okay, what is your specialty for your company to help me to grow your business? So we can share this insight, we can let them know, okay? These losses will cause your business stagnant or even not growing. So moving to the next slide, okay, I would like to talk about the transport mode comparison metrics. Okay, you can see there will be 5 type of transport mode. Okay, the first one will be road transport. Road transport for domestic wise, this is best for distance under 800 kilometers within Malaysia. So when we are traveling, moving your cargo or moving your any business equipment, maybe from Johor, from one state to another state, Johor to Ipoh or Perlis to maybe Kelantan. So the best will be road freight because we can reach door to door. Okay, this is for the door to door requirements. And also time sensitive shipments, we can control it. We can control the pickup time. We can control, of course, the delivery time. Okay, so fragile or high value items requiring careful handling. This is also suitable for road freight. Okay, we can palletize it, we can handle it with a right lorry size. Maybe you need a 5 carton, 10 carton, or any side carton or box truck. We can choose it. Okay, so the key metrics is cost per kilometer will be 250 to 420. Okay, and average speed around 65 kilometer per hour, including stops. So the reliability rate, I would say, is a 94% on-time delivery. Okay. So moving to the next one will be sea freight. Okay, this is best for international shipments for ASEAN and beyond. When we are shipping from one country to another country, not only trucking, because trucking we have limitations. Trucking we only have maybe cross-border shipments like Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Some countries we can use truck to reach it. But for overseas like UK, Europe, maybe some of the Southeast Asia company, we can't use the truck, we can use the sea freight, okay? So what kind of shipment best for this, suitable for sea freight? Large volume, non-urgent cargo, okay? Because sea freight, you require custom clearance process, sailing time, long sailing time. Okay, let's say we are shipping from China to Malaysia. The sailing time will be roughly averagely around 5 to 7 days for the sailing time. Okay, but for custom clearance side, of course, 3 days. And how about inland transfer? Okay, from Malaysia side to your customer doorstep. Okay, so it will take longer time, but of course for large volume and non-urgent cargo, it is very suitable. The third one, heavy machinery or oversized item. Okay, for now we can see that a lot of heavy duty equipment here that required a big cargo, like big container to carry this item from one point to another point. Okay, so sea freight is the most suitable for bulk cargo and also large heavy machinery oversized items. Okay. Okay, the last one, cost sensitive shipments where time isn't critical. So cost sensitive, so if you are looking for low cost and non-urgent cargo, sea freight also the best choice for you. Okay. Key metrics, cost advantage, 60 to 80% cheaper than air freights. Okay, as we all know that air freights calculate using per kg. Okay, 1 kg, if you can see like from DHL and then FedEx shipment, per kg is about maybe 20 to 100 bucks per kg. But for sea freight, we calculate it as a dimension weight with maybe 1 cbm. Okay, so port to port time, 3 to 21 days depending on the destination. Okay, capacity, up to 20,000 TEU per vessel. If let's say today, you are looking for a project like data center in Johor, in Cyberjaya, so maybe it requires like raw materials from China, let's say tiles or any solar panel. You're getting a bulk purchase, like 20,000 of a container. So you can get sea freight for your shipment. Okay? For air freight, it doesn't cost, you can't save your cost, and also it is very, very high, high cost lah for you. Okay, the next one, air freight. So for air freight, it is best for high value item and also urgent item. Let's say today you are looking for urgent items. Let's say you want to get it by next week. Okay, for sea freight, it requires 21 days. For air freight, normally 1 to 2 weeks or maybe lesser. Okay, let's say from Thailand to Malaysia, you're using air freight about 2 to 3 days, and from China, 3 to 5 days. Okay, so you can compare the time and also the cost. So perishable goods such as electronics, pharmaceuticals, fresh produce, okay, such as pharmaceuticals item during the COVID time, the vaccine, the glove, the medical devices, all we can use air freight because it is very time crucial. I mean, you need a short time to deliver this product to the doorstep, okay, to the hospital. So you can use the air freight. So the key metrics is short time. I mean, lead time is shorter, 1 to 5 days door to door internationally, okay. Cost premium, 5 to 10 times more expensive than sea freight. So it only applicable for urgent shipment if you are looking for this type of mode of transport, okay? So weight limitations, economical up to 500 kg per shipment. So for air freight, you have a limitation, 500 kg per shipment, okay? If over 500 kg, we will see whether the liner or the airlines would like to accept your cargo or not. Okay, the fourth one is the rail transport. So for rail transport, we can see normally there's a few products that using rail transport, which is palm oil, rubber, and some of the minerals. Okay, and container transport between major cities only for this rail transport. And it is environmentally conscious companies where you can see 75% less CO2. Okay, so the key metrics will be cost savings, first thing, environmental impact, 75% lower, less CO2 emissions versus truckings and any other mode of transport. Okay, capacity, 60 to 100 TEUs per train. Okay, compared to sea freight, you can see is a much more different lah. Okay, multimodal. Multimodal is suitable for like complete routes. If let's say you are shipping from one country to another country, where some of the ports is very congested or very small, so it can't use the big vessel to get in. So you need to get the trucking to reach one of the, biggest port or main ports, so that only you can use the sea freight to reach to another country. Okay, so we use it multimodal routes. Any item that your requirements to reach some smaller space. Okay. Okay, moving for the next slide. Okay, the strategic decision framework. So you have to determine whether your shipment is urgent or you can take your time, take your own sweet time to make it a flexible delivery. Okay, as I said, you need to know what's your time window, your due date. If let's say your due date is next week, okay, next week Wednesday, so you will choose air freight or sea freight. If let's say air freight 3 to 5 days, sea freight 14 days to 21 days. Your due date is next Wednesday. So which one will you choose? Of course, we are using the air freights. Okay, so you have to understand your shipment is urgent or not. The second one will be your budget. What is your budget threshold? Okay, cost sensitive versus service priority. So know your budget. If let's say your project, your logistic budget only 20,000, but air freight costs you 50,000, sea freight costs you 15,000. So you will need to see which one is best suitable for you, your budget threshold. Okay, and the third one is your cargo. Your cargo size, weight, fragility, value. Where can you get these details? You can get it from your seller, from your supplier. You require the packing list from your seller before you make the decision, or you choose before you choosing the right transport mode for your cargo. Okay? So the fourth one is the routes. Direct versus multiple destinations. Okay? It's just like we're taking a flight. Let's say we are taking a flight to London now. Okay, we have a direct flight, and also we have a transit flight, right? We can stop by Dubai and then another stop to London, or we can take Malaysia Airlines direct to London. Okay, so know your urgency and then choose your right transport mode, and these are all the factors you need to know. And also the last one, the risk. Security needs versus cost optimization. You need to know the risk of your transport. Okay, what is your risk tolerance? Okay, if let's say your cargo is very, very important, it's very, very high value, so you need to palletize it and then using the right transportation mode for your cargo. Okay, so the right transportation mode will give you a good impact and also the right result. Can get you cost saving and of course bring more business to your company. Okay, let me just share with you our few real success stories. Okay, we have a Penang electronic manufacturer client where they switch from air shipments to sea freight and air freight combination for their European export. Okay, why do I say so? The result, the outcome of this decision, we can save 35% of cost reduction while maintaining 80% of air freight speed. Okay, because as we know, we discussed just now, air freight cost is much more higher compared to the sea freight and any other transport mode. Okay, so we plan for the customer that we use half-half for the sea freight and air freight for their export shipment to the European. Okay, so the second one will be Johor Furniture Company. Okay, implemented our palletization because they know the risk of the cargo damage. Okay, so he implemented our palletization and multimodal strategy to export his product. So The outcome of this implementation will cause 90% of reduction in damage claims, okay? And 25% faster delivery time. So this is very important, okay, for a business. You can save your time, save your any complaint, and avoid any sleepless night, okay? This is very important, okay? So the cost of delay action. So you can see in logistics, what is the consequences if, let's say, you using the wrong method or wrong transportation mode, okay? So every day if you, let's say, you delay optimizing your logistic strategy cost, okay? This is based on a 500,000 monthly shipping costing. So if, let's say, if you're using the right transportation mode, you can save a 60,000 when you're using the right transportation mode, okay? And reduce the damage claim and improve your productivity. Okay? So every day of delay equals to financial loss. Believe or not, because therefore improving our logistics can reduce costs, protect our profits, and also keep customers loyal. If let's say today we're using the wrong method, using the wrong transportation mode, clients will come and nag and complain. So you have to advise them using the right transportation mode in the right timing. Okay? So moving to the next slide. So these are the 4 steps action plan. Okay? It's very important. Okay? The logistic landscape is evolving rapidly nowadays. So e-commerce growth, you can see Shopee, Lazada, and sustainability requirements and supply chain digitalization are changing the rules of the game. So the question isn't whether you need to optimize your logistic or not. It is whether you will do it before your competitors do. Okay? So here is what I recommend. The first one, audit. Audit your current logistic spending and performance. So most of the companies, if they do the audit process, they will discover like 50 to 30% in potential saving because they are using the right transportation mode. Okay. The second one will be analyze your damage patterns and delay causes. If let's say you are shipping cargo from China regularly, okay, let's say, so every time you're facing damage, okay, once the lorry reach your doorstep, you will see, oh, my cargo damaged again, okay? So you are facing this kind of problem. So identify your biggest risk areas. If let's say you facing damaged item, what can you do? Palletize your product, your cargo, okay? Packaging. And then the third one, benchmark your performance. Know where you stand versus industrial standards. And the fourth one, optimize, implement strategic transport plan. Okay? Develop a strategic logistic plan, align transport modes with business objective. Okay, so the last slide. Okay, let's transform your logistic. If let's say transport mode is not just about moving the goods, okay? It is also about moving the business forward. If you are choosing the right company, okay, or the right transportation mode, you are moving your business forward and you can expand, okay? But what if you are choosing the wrong transportation mode? You are facing a lot of complaint, headache, and even sleepless nights, okay? So in a competitive, low-margin economy, logistics can be a powerful advantage. It may be a small portion in your business, but it actually cause a lot of hidden damage and also losses, and also some of the costs you can't foresee. Okay. So, proven result, we actually help 200 over Malaysian companies save millions and improve service levels. Okay, so if you have any serious logistic issue or any problems, you can go to our booth. It's at the behind this stage. It's a 3B24, is it? Oh, 3B34, okay? You can head to our booth and we can explain to you, okay? From logistic parts, we're not only doing, selling you the service, but we also act as a consultant, okay? We will guide you from A to Z, okay? What do you mean by A to Z? So today, you are importer or exporter, you are a seller or a buyer. So we can advise you what kind of permit, what kind of certification application you need to do while you handling your products or importing your products, okay? So for a beginner or also a business player, you can look for our booth and then we will explain to you what kind of transportation and logistic planning we can do for you, okay? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let's give another warm round of applause for Mr. H.K. Koay, which is a clear practical presentation about guidance about transformation mode and so much more. So we'd like to open the floor for Q&A. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. Yeah, so the context right there, their social media is right there, and everyone is right there, their team is there to support. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the team. Just glancing through if you have any quick question. If not, give Mr. H.K. Koay another round of applause. Thank you so much for your time and your explanation. And next up, actually, we just going to get a quick short break because 2:30 p.m. and later on, we're going to have the next session. And of course, the next session is going to be what warehouse automation really means in Malaysia, and will be presented by Mr. Joel Kartik, Director of Automation and Warehouse Automation Equipment at Johan Rick Lift Truck, Malaysia, Sdn Bhd. So with that itself, later on, we're going to have more sharing at 2:30 p.m. You can have a short break, grab a coffee, and later on, I will see you all at 2:30 at the same place right here.